Okay, hello and welcome to another update of Crazy Ed's Bomb Shelter. I hope I'm in frame. I had to set up the camera with a weird camera setup, which I will show you guys in a second. I didn't get a tripod, but I did make something out of cardboard and stuff I had lying around, and I hope it's going to work. So I would like to start doing a new segment on Crazy Ed's Bomb Shelter, kind of like a recurring sort of thing, and it's going to be called Arts and Crafts Autopsy. It's where I perform an autopsy on video of whatever my latest arts and crafts project, or maybe even a current arts and crafts project that is not going how I originally envisioned, and we can sort of have an autopsy and a funeral, if you will, for the original vision that I originally had in my head as we watch the horrible abomination that I actually end up making come into existence. But first, I want to show y'all around the bomb shelter a little bit. I've been making some additions. You can see here we have some shelves. My brother hooked me up with some these like heavy-duty plastic shelves. I've been setting those up today. Another one down there, I decided to just not assemble it on the top tier and just have a table instead of another height of shelves. It's kind of ghetto. I might have to like wrap some tape around the leg parts to make it really work, but anyway. Let's see what else is going on at the bomb shelter. Here's my my latest stick of wood. What is this? EmoGF 2075 Season 1 Episode 1, and this is a minute-by-minute accounting of everything that happens on screen for the 22 minutes of that episode. And you can see I'm still kind of in the throw it to the wall and see if it sticks stage. I'm still kind of shoving things in there sideways where they don't really go, and eventually all of this is going to be much more smooth with exactly one piece of paper per minute. You can see the minute divisions there. So there's that. Oh, I wanted to talk about this because somebody asked me about it. This thing is a fume hood, and you can see it's made out of cardboard boxes, mostly 12-pack big case soda, it looks like. And that just goes down, and there was a cowling with a fan and a big sheet of plywood, not plywood, cardboard that would go across that window. And so I would do that when I was working with two-part resins, because for a while I was really into dice making D&D dice and all the different swirly patterns and everything. So somebody asked about that. That's what that is. That's what that is, the fume hood. Today, though, I want to show you really quick my camera setup. Yeah, this is not a tripod, but it is a camera holder. You can see this part here is just exactly the size and shape for a phone to go in there. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Okay, did I stop recording by mistake? I don't think so. Let me see that my frame is good. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to set up a monitor yet where I can see what I'm shooting at, so I'm gonna just have to guess at where the frame lines are and just lean in and make sure I'm in frame. So, the main point of this video, Arts and Crafts Autopsy. I think I mentioned in a previous video that my chess autism seems to be growing back, and as of today, that is still absolutely the case, going strong. I want to build a chess board, either a chess board or a chess table. I haven't decided yet. And a chess table, by the way, is just a chess board with legs on it, and generally they come with some drawers underneath for storage. And I want to add a bit of a unique feature on this chessboard. I want to have in the what they call the margins, that is the space between the edge of the playing field and the edge of the physical board, I want to have some bodies of text that describe the rules of chess, and specifically pawn promotion, castling. Damn, I can, like, it's a thing with me. I can always remember two of them, but not the other one. En passant, pawn promotion, and castling. Those are three rules of chess that are included in the rules of standard chess, but a lot of casual players and beginning learning players have a frustrating experience because they don't know about those rules yet, and then they play against someone who does. The more experienced player forgets to tell the less experienced player, and then halfway through the game somebody pulls some en passant bullshit on you and then castles, and you're like, whoa, you just moved two pieces at the same time and you captured that, and it wasn't even like on the square when you, how the what? And so I'm gonna make an attempt to show this so the camera can see. Maybe if I stand behind the camera. Yeah, okay. That should give you a pretty good representation. So in this area here, where you can see, so that area, just a little engraving on the wood itself, some words, 3 columns, en passant. En passant means that your opponent, if you move a pawn 2 squares on its first move, your opponent may capture that pawn as if it moved only 1 square. And then there's a little hole and a little flat glass stone. So it's a reminder, before you play your game of chess with your new friend, don't forget to look at those glass marbles in the table and look at that text. And you can move the marble to on or off. Just like in video games, multiplayer video games, it's very popular for the game to include a feature where the person who sets up the multiplayer game can turn off or on certain things, such as, we're going to play this game where no hit point regeneration items appear, or whatever. So with this idea, you can do the same thing in chess. If you're playing with a less experienced person, you can move your own marble to en passant, meaning your opponent is allowed to capture en passant against you, but then you have your opponent move their en passant stone to the off position. So that's signaling, in this game, you're going to sort of go easy on your friend, and if they can figure out how to use this weird move, like, they can use it, but they're assured that you're not going to use it against them and sort of ruin their... That happens all the time. I don't know if that came through on the microphone, but loud ass motorcycle dudes and car dudes. I think it's the same dude. God, I got distracted by getting pissed off by vehicles existing outside. This is how I know I'm autistic, by the way. Literally, a car drives by, and not only do I lose my train of thought, but now I'm pissed off about losing my train of thought. Anyway, so I want to make this chessboard. It's going to have the stones and the words, and it's a great thing to, like, remember to obtain consent ahead of time from your partner before you undertake the activities. So today, here's what I'd like to do for this video. I thought I'll do some visual ASMR. So that's what we're doing today. Visual ASMR, arts and crafts autopsy. I also kind of want to test the microphone on this camera and just see what it does and what it doesn't pick up. So, oh, you know what? I have an idea. Let's do some nice blowing a fat cloud of my nicotine vape noises. Oh yeah, hello again. Glad you're having fun. Just going literally nowhere, literally way too fast. So let's do some nice blowing ASMR. Okay, that one's sticky. It's got glue on it. Yeah, okay, that's enough. That's enough blowing ASMR. Let's just get the shit off the damn fucker. All right. So first we gotta do some geometry. I'm going to lose this. Hey, people watching this video in the future, keep track of where I put this and remind me of where it is, like 10 minutes ago when I'm losing my mind because I frickin' misplaced it. So the first thing we're gonna do is scrape up all the glue off of this thing. Jeez, that's not good. It's coming. I got it. It's coming. This is Gorilla Glue. It sticks really well, but it stays kind of stringy. So if you can just get one corner to come up, like it'll start coming. Mostly, that's fine. So to take a center point of a square piece of plywood, first I'm going to just go ahead and ensure that this thing actually is square. I'm getting 33 3/4 across diagonal, and I'm getting just about 33 3/4. Okay, so that tells us that it is square, because if it was a square that wasn't square, then two corners would be like slightly closer and these two corners would be slightly farther apart. Like it'd be more like a squished diamond shape. So that's good. Square is good. And now we take our halfway, which is so close to 24 inches. I'm just gonna call it 24 inches, but I'm gonna draw my line just to the right side of the. Oh, now I lost my pencil. So I'm gonna do a reenactment of that scene from Fight Club. Now the point of etiquette. Do I give you the crotch or the ass? Okay. There, 12 inches plus a width of a pencil line, and 12 inches plus the width of a pencil line, and then do the same thing. When I was working construction, I used to work construction for a while. Those guys had a word for a very small unit of distance. I've been going to the right. I should have been going to the left. Shit. this is probably not going to actually matter that much, because what I'm trying to construct is simply the rectangle for the placement of the tiles. Okay, just to the left. That's right. Just to the left. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, when I was working construction, those guys, they had a favorite, a sort of term that they would use for a very small unit of distance. And I don't believe I'm going to repeat it here, actually, but it was a compound word, second word, hair, and the first word started with a C. I don't know why, that just tickled me. I always found it amusing that people would use that for a unit of measurement, but hey, when in Rome, I definitely felt like I was in Rome, like I was in a foreign land and a foreign time hanging out with those dudes. Okay. Okay. This is a bit frustrating. This is a bit frustrating. My tape measure keeps falling down. I need for that to be like the same level of vertical elevationness as my tape measure. I wish I had a long straight edge. That would make this whole part much, much faster. This is one of those things where, you know, I have mixed feelings about my situation in life sometimes, because on the one hand, if I had more money, I could have like a separate workshop, and I could have for instance, I could have a workshop with a central air system where I don't have to choose between having the air conditioning on and recording myself and the microphone being able to hear me. Stuff like that. But anyway, now that we have gotten our center point, sorry, RIP headphone users, as they say. These sorry, Had to indulge myself for a second. These are some marble tiles that I got on sale. They're 2-inch, listed as 2-inch. I haven't actually measured them with a precision calipers yet to see, but they are uniform. These are bathroom floor and wall tiles, and they come as a sheet. They're called mosaic tiles, and when you get them, they come on this like sticky mesh backer. You can get that off with hot soapy water and basically just wash them like you wash your regular dishes in the sink. If your grandma's serving dish got some gloppy glue stuff on it, just deal with it same way. I was pleasantly surprised at how easy it is to de-mesh them and use them for my own purposes. These are kind of ground on one side, smooth on the other, and this is what I want to use for my chessboard surface. Chessboards are usually made out of either wood, leather, or stone. I decided to go with stone for a number of reasons, one of them being I think I can do a stone playing surface more easily with the tools I have, because I do not have very many precision woodworking tools. I don't have any like way to angle off corners and stuff like that, but I do want to make a nice chessboard box with drawers underneath. And I think I have just enough woodworking knowledge and just enough knowledge of laying bathroom tile. I think I can put something together. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette, and then we're gonna come back for the visual ASMR portion where I'll be laying out the geometry for the square of the playing field, and I'll start actually gluing these tiles down to this piece of plywood, which is going to eventually become the top of the chessboard. We'll be back.